Some of the best street food I've ever eaten was in Asia. Every one of those little markets was filled with smells of delicious food that all centered around an Asian staple, noodles. Learn to cook those properly, and you'll be surprised how quick and easy it is to knock off a delicious dinner.
Okay, so recently there's been a lot of news and rumours about Switch 2 being released for the later half of next year, with significant upgrades like more storage, a bigger screen, etc. Is any of this true though? Probably not. I'm joking, of course this is real. I'm messing, but you've got to take it with a grain of salt because these leakers and stuff can just waffle on about anything, saying like it'll be like the DS or 3DS with 2 screens. Ooh. To be fair, I do think it's time we get a true next-gen Switch, because the OLED isn't that, and it would make sense for it to come out the later half of next year, as it's near the holidays, so all the little kids will be like, oh, mummy, daddy, I want the Switch on. And PlayStation and Xbox have already released their next-gen consoles 3 years ago, and I think PlayStation's like releasing a Pro soon or something. So Nintendo needs to, catch up a little. So, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is discussing stuff around the Switch 2, but whereas everyone else is talking about the Switch itself and how it's going to perform, look, etc., I'm going to talk about the games. Hell yeah. So, to start us off, I think I should mention, apparently Epic Games, the people that made this shit, they are supporting Nintendo by letting them use Unreal Engine 4. Wait, isn't Unreal Engine 5 a thing now?
Are you serious right now, bro?
To be fair, Unreal Engine 4 can still produce quality games, like the recent Pikmin 4. And it's funny, because the next game that's rumoured to be using this engine is a brand new 3D Mario. I never thought we would get to the point where technically Fortnite and Mario are connected. Next thing you know, you're going to see Mario in the fucking Battle Pass. But yes, a new 3D Mario, which is supposed to be a launch title for the new console. Now some people think it might be Super Mario Odyssey 2. Personally, I think it's been too long and it's past the time to put it out, making it irrelevant. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see a second Odyssey game, but I think they should have done what Zelda did with Breath of the Wild coming out at the start and then Tears of the Kingdom coming out at the end of the Switch's life. So, if that's off the table, what could this game be about? Game based around the Mario movie could be cool and will get audiences to buy it, but I'd rather something original. Now typically with a 3D Mario, there is usually a gimmick. Super Mario Odyssey had Cappy, Mario Galaxy had the spin attack, Sunshine had Flood, Super Mario 64 had the camera. No, get the camera! Maybe the gimmick of this game could be time. We haven't saw that before in a Mario game, really. So maybe you could fast forwards to run faster, slow down time to avoid enemy attacks, or freeze to make platforming easier. I don't know, I think it would be pretty cool. And then maybe since it's with time, you can go in the past, or the levels designed around past games. It's you could go to a giant, huge island that has small enemies maybe. I don't know, it'd be pretty cool. Okay, let's change the topic from Mario. We'll come back to him a bit later. Now besides the Switch 2 leaks and rumours, there has been rumours about Metroid Prime 4 almost being complete and having a huge open world, similar to Halo Infinite. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. I mean, I haven't played any of the Halo games as I don't have an Xbox. But I bring this up however because this could be a big factor of how we would get the Switch 2 next year, as if Metroid is being talked about now, it's almost complete, then I feel that needs to come to the Switch, not the Switch 2, as it was announced for the Switch all the way back in, Jesus Christ, 2017? That's long that, bloody hell. So this kind of makes sense, as maybe Metroid Prime 4 is the swan song for Switch, as it's the last big game, and then Switch 2 releases with the new 3D Mario. And besides Metroid, wait, Metroid? Why have I got that written on the script? What? There's also, if we can't have autocorrect, wait, what? Alright, new game guys, Metroid, starring Matt from Wii Sports Boxing. He's gonna take on all the enemies, gonna punch them all up.
Punch him! Punch his spears off!
Now I expect at the September Direct we're gonna get more shown off of the Peach game that's coming out next year. I feel like that's gonna be like a early start of the year kind of game maybe. And then we're gonna get Metroid as like the last game, well, big game for the Switch in the summer. Obviously we'll have Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the like remake. I reckon that will be like early next year, like before even the February Direct. Now, what else could we see for the Switch 2? I have a sneaky suspicion that we could see a new Donkey Kong game. I mean, there were those rumours that the Odyssey team was developing a new 3D Donkey Kong, which made me think that's why we didn't get Odyssey 2, as they were working on a new Donkey Kong. So it would make sense. We also haven't seen a new Donkey Kong since 2014, which is kind of around the same time as the Mario Kart series, but at least with that we got the revamped battle modes on the port to the Switch, and recently we've got the Booster Course Pass. With Donkey Kong, we've got nothing. So I do feel it's time for Donkey Kong to make a comeback. Unless, maybe, since, well, there was rumours saying it's being developed by the Odyssey team, maybe that is a 3D Mario and Donkey Kong's going to be in it. As it was weird in the movie where Donkey Kong had the fire flower. Like, we've never saw that before, so I didn't know, maybe they're like teasing something. Now, I want to talk about Mario Kart. Now you may be thinking, what? There won't be a new Mario Kart. The Booster Course Pass will have only just ended, and to that I say most of the tracks are ported from mobile. Now I do think we will get one because we haven't had one in so long. I feel the Booster Course Pass was just rushed out, like, because it was just ported from mobile, so it was just pushed out, so you have a little bit of content, and in the behind the scenes they're developing a big Mario game, because really the Booster Course Pass should have been like on the level for Base 8, because like you had a while since it got ported to Switch, and you had a whole while since the Wii U game, so I don't know what they've been doing. Maybe I'm looking into this too much, but I just think that they're working on something behind the scenes, as it would just make sense, as they've got a load of time, but they want to add something to keep fans interested. They just port over some tour tracks, and then in the next game they just go buck wild and have like everyone back in the series, every retro track, and loads of new Nitro tracks and updates and stuff. That's just a dream wish, but they're not going to do that properly. I mean, I don't blame them for not topping the 96 tracks that we'll have after Wave 6. Like, that's just an absurd amount of tracks. Like, there's just so many that they won't be able to top it unless they just do like updates. Now I do want to make a big video going over what I want for the next Mario Kart at some point, but I want the Booster Course Pass to finish first, and then we can discuss things. Now, if we don't get a new Mario Kart straight away, what could be a good multiplayer game instead? As most Nintendo consoles have a main like big game like Breath of the Wild, a new Mario, etc. But normally they come with a multiplayer game as well, like the Wii had Wii Sports, the Wii U had Nintendo Land, the Switch had the 1-2 Switch. So maybe they could do, I don't know, another Mii game, as they've already used 1-2 Switch's sequel on this console, which, even though it's awful, that series, I don't know why they didn't just hold off it until the start of the next Switch. But yeah, maybe a new Mii game, like, obviously not a sports one, as we've got Nintendo Sports on the Switch, but maybe like a Nintendo Land 2, maybe, or maybe something wholly new, like a Tomodachi Life, but like with multiple people and mini games and stuff. Or maybe a new Mario Party, a port of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as I don't really think we'll get a new Super Smash Bros. For a while, as it's literally like got everyone in it. So I just feel like maybe they'll add new stages, a couple new characters for a port. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, to be fair. Anyway, that's everything for today. Let me know down below what you think the Switch 2 is going to bring to the table, as I hope it's not gonna be like the Wii U, as I mean that was really dark those times. Even though they did have some stellar games. But anyway, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I shall see you later. Goodbye.